Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for the Hatch Homes Group. And this week on our Portland housing market update, we're going to be talking about home inspections. And before we get started, if you're liking what you're seeing, please remember to subscribe. We would love for you to stay tuned every week for this information. And today, we also want to say a very, very big congratulations to our teammate, Johnny. He could not be here today because he just had a baby. So yay. Congratulations, Johnny.
His wife, maybe.
Yeah, his wife. You're right. His partner
had a baby.
Congratulations.
Welcomed a new little one. That's sweet.
The whole family, yes. So we miss him today, but we're going to get started on inspections. And the reason why we're even talking about this is because in the Portland housing market right now, our buyers are up against a lot of other buyers that are completely waiving their inspection contingency. This is really common practice at the moment. So we have a few strong opinions about this, but we're also just going to go through maybe some horror stories that we've been through of not doing inspections and successful ways that we've gotten our clients into homes without waiving it. And with that said, let's get going.
Yeah.
So why are buyers doing this? Well, like Angela said, it's a competitive market. And when you're up against multiple offers and you feel confident in the house and you just want to get into the house, you can, and if other people are waiving it, then you're going to feel like you can too. But again, it's a comfort level that you have to be okay with. But the main reason why is because the competition. And also, like, sellers care about this, and why they care is because it feels like an easier transaction, because the home inspection period is the most stressful time in any transaction for the sellers and the buyers. So if the buyers are waiving that contingency, then the sellers are going to feel a lot more secure in that buyer. And so those are the main reasons why they're doing it.
Yeah. So I should talk a little bit about what is an inspection, what goes on. And we say it's stressful because it's a time when the buyers are focused for 3 or 4 hours on the home looking for faults. So that's...
you get this big report of every single thing wrong with the house.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's been nearly 30 years of doing home inspections or witnessing home inspections. So we've seen a lot of situations. The thing a lot of people don't realize, they may be pretty much handy people or even contractors. And you get an impression of the house walking through it and looking at details. But you don't walk through the crawl space, you don't walk through the attic, you don't investigate the roof close up. So there's a lot of things that the home inspector can tell you about the home and help you with. And, I want to talk about new construction a little bit, because that's a particular case. We think, oh, the home's new. We're going to have a walkthrough with the builder. And why would we have a home inspection? Well, the walkthrough looks at the cosmetic of the home, doesn't walk through the crawl space, doesn't walk through the attic. And even with new construction, we've found mold in the attic.
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah. I've got to tell you about an example that I was thinking about. Home was about 2 years old, but because it was relatively new and a luxury home, absolutely beautiful inside, the buyer was, we were representing a buyer, the buyer was on the edge about actually having a home inspection. But when they had the home inspection, open up the crawl space, which is a very deep crawl space, 6 feet of water in the crawl space. Just
terrifying.
Swimming pool.
Yeah, and the home had been built with a no low point drain. There was nowhere for water to drain out of. Mm-hmm. And it was a big collection point. and it was very, very expensive to get it drained out, to do some special piping and to put the proper low point drain. Now, that home was fully permitted, had city inspections, but somehow they missed the low point drain.
Yeah. So human error is another, like, it's a reason why you kind of want to do it, because even if it's brand new, like John was saying, you can find things like Angela and I, like the mold in attic, and the sewer line sometimes can be clogged up or not installed properly. So it is important to have these things. And the risk of not having that inspection is, I mean, pretty obvious, right? Like it's because if you waive that and then you're the owner, you go into the house and then it's yours and it's your responsibility, and there could be an unexpected cost that could have been caught during the inspection. Like maybe there is a roof leak, maybe there is mold in the attic, or something that's going to cause you a lot of expense and probably some heartache. So I think it's, even if it is a new construction house, I feel like it is your biggest protection to have a home inspection.
I think too, though, there's a lot of buyers in this market that are okay with that risk. They're just budgeting it. So the risk of no inspection is being prepared. Like prepare yourself for the worst, have some backup money, like if you're not going to do an inspection, just
know
be
what you
prepared.
need the budget for. Yeah, exactly.
And that's actually one of the good things about doing an inspection is even if you're taking the house as is, you can still have this inspection report, which is basically your list of things to do for the next 10 years of home ownership. You're not going to do everything in the first year anyways, but at least to have that list is so helpful.
Yeah, it really is. And in this market, when people are waiving this contingency, you can still have one. And we have a lot of strategies behind how to work that into your offer to make it more competitive. So when you have a buyer consultation with us, we can go through those strategies and also just talk about your comfort level and what you would like to do and how we can present that to make your offer stand out.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we've had a lot of success in this market without waiving buyer's inspection contingencies. I do want to say that, like, one of the reasons why we want to do this video is because this is the consumer's decision, not our decision. So we can tell you, hey, we think that you need to do an inspection. We think it's a great idea. We have all these horror stories. Ultimately, it's your decision, it's your risk. And we want to make sure you have all the tools to get your offer accepted. And if that means you're comfortable with waiving your inspection, we'll have you sign a waiver that we told you this. But there's other things we can do, right? Like seller to do no repair, seller to do only health and safety related, like we have all this different verbiage depending on how bad you want the house or what the seller's situation is. So that's how we've been successful. And we'd love to kind of talk to you about it in a consultation and not give it all away right here, but there's a lot of things that we can do.
Yeah. We hope this video was really helpful and that you got the idea of what the home inspection is and why it's important. And reach out anytime. Let us know if you want to talk about this more.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good week.